So I'm on the client now. This is my Windows client. Mac, Windows will be the same. This is the standard indexing page. Now you see if I get out of this, just log out and log back in, but as the user that I created while I was on the server, Jim, with my password, you'll see that here I'm not an admin. So all I see is index, auto index, and catalogs. Now I only see the auto index that I have write access to. I don't see the other ones. So I only see the one here, even though there's many more auto indexes happening at the server side. I only get to see the one that was created in where I was given write access. So the catalogs here, the only one I see is the one that I have permission to see, which is demo. So, but the indexing area here is the most important thing for someone who's just on their desktop and wants to index media. For example, if I want to go into the catalog here, the demo catalog is the only one I see because it's the only one that Jim has access to write to. And I'm going to go to something I hope has not been indexed yet, because I've indexed just about everything on this system. But this is some footage from a 3D camera from the beach that I did. So let's see if it likes this. So this is a file that was done on an Insta360 camera. I can play this down here just by opening that up, and there it is. There's me setting the camera on the beach. And I can go ahead and add this to the catalog. Now, since I'm on the client, what's going to happen when I add this to the catalog? It's going to say, okay, you have a local volume, and you're using a local volume to index this media. I have the ability to make thumbnails from this, but I don't have the ability to make a proxy. I'm not going to tie the client up making proxies of this media. So it'll generate the thumbnails, and I'll be able to see that on my client side, but without proxy. Even though the demo catalog is set to make a proxy, it won't make a proxy, but I can do a proxy on demand if I want, if the media exists on the server later on. I'll go here to my client, and I'll go to my demo catalog, and I'll just go past 10 minutes for everything and see what I get. Alright, so there it is. So you see here that I have the asset that's been indexed, and I see that I have thumbnails. So this is a thumbnail scroll that I have that just sort of shows me what's going on with this clip. And there I am walking away. There's the beach, and here I come walking forward. So we try and grab as many thumbnails as we can to sort of describe the action that's happening in the clip, so you can still make comments on it. And as you'll see here, this shows me that the volume where this exists is a label card reader. Because this is not a volume that exists on the Facilis. This is a volume that exists locally. So what I can do is I can now take this and say, all right, what if I want to now ingest this and move this into the server? Can I then do more with it? And yes, you can. So for example, what we'll do is I'll take this, I'll do a copy, and I'll put this on my demo media volume, and I'll go over to the server and say, find my demo media volume. First I'll go to that same catalog, and I'll find that demo media volume, which is going to be in C fsvol demo media 2, and I think that it. That looks like it might be it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. So now I'm going to go ahead and add selected to catalog. It's going to go through and generate the thumbnails. What it's going to do is it's going to apply that file to the record that was already created, but it's going to now make the proxy for it because it has it locally. So it can now make the proxy for that file that I need. Now once that's done, we're going to go back here and we're going to see that there's been an update to this. Now that exists not only on label card reader, it also exists on demo media 2. And we'll see soon that it's going to queue up and make the proxy from that location as well. What we can see here is that even though you indexed a file locally and then you moved it to the server, that's the same file. that you had locally, I'm going to use the same record. I'm not going to make multiple records of the same file. So that's a really efficient way to track records. Now, if I just go to, for example, my global catalog and go to my offline Holland, some footage that I constantly use, and it seems it's everywhere, and I highlight one of these, look at all these file names. Those are all duplicates. So this is telling me that I found this file in 6, 8, 10 locations across your server. So I'm going to go here to Amsterdam 4 copy, open that up, and say, you know what, I don't need Amsterdam 4 copy. That just makes no sense that I have all those files in the same place. So what's going to happen here is that it's going to go through and it's going to know that file is gone, and I can do drop missing file, and that goes away. I can do that on a much larger section of media as well by going to the browse area.